Dropping the fuel tank time. Awesome. Fuel pump going out, so I'm gonna take it out. Make it unbad. And then drive the hell out of it. So here's my short-term goal with the car right now. I am a big fan of Roadkill, and they have got down in Tucson, which is just south of here from Phoenix, the Zip Tie Drags. And I want to get the car ready to go head down there for that weekend. That is my goal. So in order to get it roadworthy so I can make it on this trip, I wanted to change the fuel pump anyway. So it just so happens when I came up with that idea, I started hearing my fuel pump whine. Time to change it anyway. So it was a good thing I was planning it anyway. Got it in from Late Model Restorations. I went ahead and got the filler net gasket for the tank, because you got to pull that out, and those never stay the same. And then there's also a rubber gasket or seal that comes where the net comes up through where the passenger compartment is. It basically passes through the passenger compartment in the hatchback, that is. Passes up through and out the quarter panel on the hatchbacks. So I used to get this kind of smell of exhaust. Who needs that? And I discovered when I was taking some panels off that it had a rip in it. So I took care of that. I'm going to take care of all that stuff with this whole change out. I want to take care of all the oil leaks. I want to go through all of the brake system, everything on the suspension. I want to go through the cooling system. As we saw, I got a coolant leak somewhere. Got to change belts, hoses, everything to get this car roadworthy. And I went ahead and got road coverage through Hagerty, through my Hagerty collector car insurance, which I highly recommend. Hagerty, check them out. If you've got a classic car, especially and now these Fox bodies. At the time when I got this, mine's an 88. 89 was a cutoff point. I think it's gone up because it's 25 years. If you got a Fox body and you don't think it's considered a collector car, you're wrong. I've got full coverage and the road service for like around $300 a year. You can't beat that. So I got them, got my back if I have any breakdowns, and I got 200 miles I can get towed. So that'll get me back home easy. And I'm going to make sure that all the fluids in the rear end, the fluids in the transmission, I want to make sure this car is tip-top to make it down. But then the other trick that I'm going to do in another video is I want to make it look like it can't make it. So I'm going to patina the heck out of this car, using a lot of tricks I use. I build model cars and I build rusted cars. So I'm going to do some paint effects on the car just to make it look like it's a rusty hunk of crap. Or as Freiberger likes to say, junk. I got my junk over here, my garbage. Well, I'm going to make this car my garbage. It already is. And make it look a lot worse than it really is. So that's the plan, to make it down to Roadkill. I'm going to have some vinyl letters made, you know, the Roadkill and other things I want to put on to go with the theme. So I'm going to take you all on that adventure with me. And then my buddy Jay and I, who helps me edit these videos, we are going to head down there together, and we'll videotape it, and we'll show you the fun. And I hope you enjoy this adventure with me. Now, doing the dropping the fuel tank, there's plenty of videos out there of how to do it. I'm not really going to get into that. I'm not a how-to channel.
1 hour later.
I'm more of, hey, I'm an old guy with his old car in his one-car garage, just having fun with it, and I just wanted to share it with you guys and maybe inspire some of you. There's some YouTubers out there that inspired me.
2 hours later.
To get working on my car. I went through a real lull. I just didn't feel like doing anything. So that's why I'm doing this, is to maybe I'd help some of you guys out. So thanks a lot, and let's get on with this. Okay, now we're on jack stands. I was gonna take a look underneath. Never really got to show you the final product in the last video of the subframe connectors, how they worked out. and don't make fun of my welds. I'm not a good vertical welder underneath, upside down. Never claimed to be, but I think it got the job done. Stop hating. So that's how they turned out. And it's been, I think I've been running them for about 4 months, I'd say. 4, maybe 5 months. Not a crack, nothing. I felt the difference in the car. It's been nice and stiff. And that's how we go with it. So, moving on to next, you can see all the oil dripping. And I'm going to tell you here in a few minutes of what my goal is. And then we got to get up under there and drop that tank and replace the fuel pump. And where we're going to be working, pulling this fuel tank out. So I'm going to go ahead and do the job, and we'll show you how it looks on the top of it when I get ready to pull that stuff out, or whatever. This is more, hey, this is what I'm doing, and we'll move on to the next thing. Like I said, this isn't a how-to video. This is just I'm showing you the stuff I'm doing. There's the whole underside of the car. Pretty freaking clean for the age. And when I bought the car, the cap back was already installed with the Flow Masters. I don't know what the brand is, but you know, I got, what is this? Gosh, I can't remember. Is it 1 3/4? 2 1/4. That's what I believe it is. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry, forgive me. But I ended up getting the catless H pipe from Late Model Restoration. It's the SVE brand, and it went in really good. I liked how it was multi-pieces compared to many of them are like one whole piece and you got to fight with them. This thing is very adjustable, and it worked out really good. A little more up close of the SVH pipe. You see how you got the two joints right there, and they fit up really good. So I was pretty pleased with that. Yeah, there's the subframe connectors again. So achy welds. So we're gonna move along. As far as this oil leak I got, I think a lot of it is coming down from my valve covers, but I also believe that it's leaking from the oil filler. No, I believe it's leaking from the oil drain plug too. So we're going to correct that also, all before we make this frickin' trip. Because I don't want to die out there, man. I don't want to die. And this right here, I just got this zip tied up. I still have the smog pump on the car, and this is coming from the smog pump. I left everything, I don't know what I was thinking. I haven't removed it all yet. Maybe later I will. So I just took that off and I clamped off where this, as it doesn't even line up anyway, but it should go into here if you were still using your smog pump. Why? Without attached you would. So I just did away with it, and it's all going to come out eventually. But I don't have the smog pump hooked. It's not even working anyway, so I think the thing's frozen. But for ease, it's not in the way in the engine, and I just leave it off to the side of the engine and kept everything hooked up. And we'll deal with that at another time.
Later.
Alright, I got it all out. And I took the tires off because I'm going to rotate them and do some stuff, other things, while I got it up in the air. But as far as the fuel pump, I'm going to have to get this all cleaned up and get the fuel pump put in there. I'm not going to show you, again, this is not a how-to video. I'm just documenting everything that I'm doing to the car to get it ready for roadkill. So if you want to see how to take out the fuel tank out of a Fox body, I'm going to put a link right down here to Late Model Restoration's YouTube channel. And that's basically what I used to get all the information I needed to get this out. So I'll put that down there. They've got 2 videos, one how to take it out, and then how to change out the fuel pump. They're excellent videos, so if you're looking for that, go there. Again, this is just about what I'm doing to this car. So, no how-tos. I'm not the guy to follow for how-tos. I'm taking 5 days to do this. So I got the sending unit out and the fuel pump. It looks to be stock. I have to investigate a little more. I was expecting the sock to look a little different. This looks actually a little more rigid than the original. I have to look at my kit I got from Late Model Restorations, but I got everything in from Late Model Restorations to do this. So I'm going to start taking it apart, and I'll show you when it's done. So I got my parts in from Late Model Restorations. Took about 2 days, and this is what I got to do the job. First, I got a hold of the gasket. Well, it's not a gasket, it's basically the seal that goes through the bottom of the trunk, or in my case the hatch, where the fill neck passes through. So that was ripped, and I was getting exhaust fumes into the car. So we'll get that taken care of. It's the fuel filler gasket that goes onto the tank. Got that there. And then the rest of the kit, the fuel pump kit. The fuel pump kit comes with everything you need for the fuel pump, which is all the proper gaskets and clamps and hoses and all the connectors, hose rings, everything like that. Let's see, I've got my the fuel pump itself right there, and I believe that's everything in the box. The box is empty. So that's everything that you need to do this job correctly. You've got all the gaskets, clamps, clips, everything. Oh, I even see the clip for the fuel line. That's pretty cool. Check this out. This is, it says, if you can see it, America, yeah! Made in the USA, and it's a Walbro 155. Stuff like this, I like seeing that saying made in the USA, and that is a Walbro that I ordered from Late Model Restorations, part LSR 9350A. It's a 155 liter per hour pump. That is stock. I don't have a hot rod here. My engine's pretty well stocked, less a Cobra intake and, you know, the exhaust and stuff. So I just didn't feel I needed anything else until I do. This is really an easy job to do. I'll change out the pump if need be in the future. But right now, I wanted reliability, and I feel I got it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and disassemble this thing and Jay, please cut that out. We got that fuel pump in, and we're gonna go take it on a little voyage here to the bank. I'll take you with me, just so you can see that it worked. So let's get on with it. And you get to take a ride in the car finally. Hopefully it won't be too much noise. I'm rolling down the windows. It's a nice day. This is when Phoenix is really great to be in, because shit. Sorry. In the wintertime, the weather just gets so nice. It's great to go take a ride. And this is probably going to be the last ride for a few weeks with this car, because the next step is I got to go dig into the engine, get that water leak taken care of like we showed, and a ton of other engine stuff we'll go over in the next video, just to get it all ready. And I've got the busiest street on the planet. Everybody wants to travel on it. I'm always sitting in my driveway waiting. All right. Oh my good God. Will you people stop? This is my street. Jesus Christ. Well, I don't have the best camera setup either, so sorry for the shaking. Get over it. Woohoo! I got a little bit of a check oil light. I think my oil's getting low, but I got good oil pressure. I checked the oil. It's not that bad. I need maybe a quart of oil, but I'm going to be dumping the oil because what I got to do is I got to clean the underside, and might need to give this thing a little bit of a ride, see if I can see where the leak is coming from. But I don't know, we got to get moving on this stuff. And of course, the constant road repair. If you don't live in Phoenix, you'll find that they repair the roads in the same spot over and 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 over. They got to give these guys jobs. I guess that's a good thing. But it's always on my street. It's always in my way. You see the theme we're going with here? Driving it last night, you'd hear the fuel pump whining. That's when you know your fuel pump is going out. So I'm not going to gag it too hard down the street. I complain about other people doing it, and I'm doing it. Be a responsible driver. Don't speed down residential areas. Here for this VW because he wants to go straight down a road that has a dead end. I love it when people do this, and then I'm stuck here and I can't make my right turn. He's going to ride on red and he's holding up my life. And I hate it when people are holding up my life.
12 seconds later.
Oh my God, really? 2 hours later. Will you for... There's nothing down this road. It's not a through street, and people insist upon going. And now he's going. Oh my God! Can you believe this? Thank you. Dick. Hesitation I was feeling before. Of course, this thing needs a tune-up really bad. I can tell that. We'll get to that. But when that fuel pump was going on, I could tell I was losing fuel pressure. Because this car would have hesitation when I'd be sitting here at a light. It would be kind of puttering a little bit. I definitely feel the improvement. That made a big difference. That thing must have been going out for a while. I've been feeling a performance issue for a while on this car, and I really think that was a big part of it. I bet you I was really dropping on the fuel pressure, and just changing with a stock one. Like I said, I didn't go with any performance, no high. I went with, you know, I guess it's got a little bit better pressure than fuel pressure than stock. I just went for the stock replacement, late model restoration, the Walbro. I'm pretty pleased. And again, from what I investigated, as you saw, this looks like this is the third pump in it. The original, and then it had the same exact pump was in it before, which that could be a good thing or a bad thing. Does it mean this pump will go out in about 2 years? I don't know when it was changed. The car's 30 years old. You can't really tell. But that's the story. I'm sticking to it. And I'm at my bank, and I'm going to go in and do my little deposit. And I think I took you for a fun ride, and the camera went catawampus. I don't have the best rigging there, because this is a cheap organization, and we do what we can. We don't do nothing big production here. So thanks for watching. I am going to be making some more videos on as I get this car prepared for the Zip Tie Drags. I appreciate you guys looking at it, watching it, liking it, and subscribing. And maybe we'll come up with some more stuff. I just want to have a good time, fix this car up. Maybe we'll do some things with some other cars. I got some other projects lined up. But mainly, just having a good time, tinkering with my my piece of crap here. Just get in your garage and tinker with your car, and hopefully this inspires you to do so. You know, you work with what you got, and you just have a good time. That's what it's all about. So thanks a lot, and we'll talk to you later. Here's what I'm talking about. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know if you want to use the sound on this, Jay, but this is basically, you can cut into that one part when I'm talking about how it passes through the floor and all that crap. You know, honestly, I really don't give a f what you do, but you don't put this in the video, because I'm cussing like a sailor, and I'm talking to your ass, and nobody would understand it, right? Okay, good. Thank you. Or something like that. Sun visors. Oh, God. Need a splice there. The headliner is total sketch, but overall pretty clean car. Clean enough for me. And wow, that's horrible. Now my flash has gone to shit on me. Isn't that funny? Deal with that in a minute. And where we're going to be working, pulling this fuel tank out. So I'm going to go ahead and do the job, and we'll show you how it looks on the top of it when I get ready to pull that stuff out, or whatever. This is more, hey, this is what I'm doing, and we'll move on to the next thing. Like I said, this isn't a how-to video. This is just showing you the stuff I'm doing. And you can see up in there when I talked about get the fuel pump put in there. I'm not going to show you again. This is not a how-to video. I'm just documenting everything that I'm doing to the car to get it ready for roadkill. And so, okay, keep it going. So if you want to see how to take out a fuel cell, again, another one. So if you want to see how to take out the fuel tank out of a Fox body, I'm going to put a link right down here to Late Model Restoration's YouTube channel. And okay, got the fuel pump and sending unit out. It actually looks pretty good. Sometimes these are, I think it's original. These are usually all busted up and stuff. Now, let's try this again. After the cars leave. Okay, take 2 action. So I got the sending unit out and the fuel pump. I got all my stuff to do. So I got all my stuff to do the job from Late Model Restorations. Came in within a couple days, and I got the. I'm gonna do that again. This is made in China. I don't know what the hell this is called. Let's see. And we will start. Right. Snap! They got everything there, and a nice pump. I can't remember what is the brand. It is Ooh, check it out. You see, made in the USA. This is a Walboro. I don't know if I'm saying it wrong, but you know, we can always read it. It is it doesn't say. Awesome. Just pulled something out that said what the hell it was. Wow, did I just slip through the triad zone? That's nutty. I swear to God, I just had the, oh, here it is. See, it's a Walbro. I'm gonna do this part again, okay. So we'll try that again. Shut up, Jay. Don't be an asshole. Okay. So we'll start with this. Okay. So if you can see right here,